got spare parts from my last broken heart. Somehow more than what I had to start. Yeah, I've got spare parts. I tried to fix it best I remembered it. I hope it runs when I fire it up, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be a perfect fit, 'cause I got spare parts. Took a piece of you, like lovers often do. I'll try to make it good as new, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts. What's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the coffee shop with yours truly, Blazeman. That's me. Oh, boy, I got to tell you, yesterday, I mean, we definitely got to talk about the elephant in the room, right? I mean, my God. I mean, when does it end? I mean, say what you will, about how, certain parties talk about certain people and, the hateful things. And I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life, to get rid of a political opponent. I mean, but I'm not saying that this other incident had anything to do with that. I mean, but come on. I mean, anything, anything. This could be a lone crazy person, which we're starting to find out now. It was a young dude, 20 years old. He hated Trump and he hated Republicans. Now, I wonder where he got all of that hate from, to be honest with you. Because you got, President Biden, stating, and I quote, put a bullseye on, it's time to put a bullseye on Trump. Those are his exact words. So don't go flipping out on me. Go do your fact checking, But it was just terrible. It was just absolutely a terrible day to sit and witness at a time like this. on live television a potential assassination attempt on an ex-president and candidate for the presidency. It's a little bit scary. And for those of you who maybe didn't see it or whatever, again, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? So we gotta. Some of you might have not seen the full video, so we'll show you what exactly happened yesterday. If you want to give a call and talk to me, 508-974-4231. Again, 508-974-4231. If you would like to talk to me, a Blaze Man, on what the situation and what you actually witnessed yesterday. I don't know. So let's just take a look. There's so much. I'm sorry. We'll take a look in a minute. There's so much that we covered here on the FFN network. Yesterday, we put together a special report with the FFN network and some of the I-12 guys. And we didn't get some good feedback from some of the people that were watching the show. I mean, look, it's not every day that you cover a potential assassination of a president. So yeah, were there mistakes made last night on last night's show? Sure there was. It's a live show. Communications errors were breaking down. We had people on the phone that connection just wasn't that great. So we can't get it right all the time, so stick with us, bear with us, or just don't watch us. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We do respond to people, whether it's positive or negative. We respond to people, and again, there's nothing I can do as president and producer of some of these shows and things to that nature that are just out of my hands. And you try to report the information, but when you're receiving information and you're being told not to report the information, it's a tough call, especially on a journalist is part of it. It's people take it in stride. It's like this is a live show that we're doing, and it's unfiltered because all the shows on FFN network are unfiltered shows, and we try to do our best, and reporting what we see at hand. And last night, I thought that we did, a pretty good job as far as monitoring the situation and looking at live video from other news sources simultaneously. But again, some people just don't like when you try to explain that there might be some at fault on the officers side. You can't say that, right? But at some point during the show, I was trying to pick out the fact that I didn't think that again, and it's just my opinion, I thought the Secret Service could have done a better job. Okay. And I didn't need to wait till the next day or anything to figure that out. Okay. Number one, it should have been virtually impossible within a mile radius of that area that there shouldn't been no one on any type of roof except for a Secret Service sniper. Plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they wouldn't. A good detail wouldn't even allowed a window to be opened in a building in within that radius. You know what I mean? So I don't know what kind of protection ex presidents get. You know what I mean, from Secret Service. Um, I'm sure it's nothing like the president gets. And again, that's my opinion, and I'm voicing it now in case some of people that are watching that had some grievance with last night's show. Um, you could always email FFN Radio Network at ffnnetwork9 at gmail.com, and you could talk to me directly through an email. And, uh, we would love to discuss whatever your issues are with, trying to report a situation where an ex president just almost got assassinated. So yeah, did we drop the ball a little bit? Yeah, we dropped the ball a little bit. Okay, nothing significant. Again, you're getting information that you're told not to talk about. You know what I mean? So it's a tough call to do that. And nothing was divulged at all when we were told to take a step back. We took a step back on the information we were receiving, and that's just it. And again, all I can say is if you're not happy, don't watch. That's all. That's all I got to say to that. So, without any further ado, for some of you that might have not caught this assassination attempt, let's take a look at it. I'm also in the process of working on all the audio. Okay. So, trying to enhance the audio to see, because there's a lot of things that Secret Service said, a lot of things that Trump said. Yes, some of it was you could hear some of it on the live. You'll hear some of it now on the video we're about to play. So let's just do that, and we will continue.
That's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Moving to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready?
Shooters down. Shooters down.
Shooter down.
Are we good?
Shooter's down.
Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Shooters down. We're good to move.
We're clear.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
Okay. My shoes down. My shoes.
Watch out.
Wait.
You can clearly tell that his adrenaline is pumping through his body like crazy. Saying, fight, we must fight, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. And for anybody, and I mean anybody, okay? I don't give a shit how much you hate the guy, okay? For anybody to sit there and say, oh, too bad they missed and all of that, you're just pathetic. You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't wish death on anybody. And that's just my opinion. So yeah, again, Trump done in. You know, he's okay. You know, they did. They did get him shoot him in the ear and all of that stuff like that. So, we got some live footage going on. So let's take a listen.
To them for everything that they did.
Mayor, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for sharing your experience. I'm sorry this has happened to your community, to you, and to your wife. And of course, our thoughts are with those 2 victims and that other.
I like
rally-goer
watching
who
this
just came here to
news
watch
channel
somebody
here
who
and
wants
there
to vote for
because
president and ended up
they're
dying.
more full of
It is
shit than
truly
everybody.
horrific.
You know, MSNBC
Well, thank you for
yesterday.
having me.
MSNBC yesterday. You know, instead of reporting what everybody else was reporting, you know, assassination attempt. You know, yeah, MSNBC. You know, had that. Oh shoot. I don't want to speculate. I kind of forgot what they had up there, but I'll bring it up because I have it. I have it all.
Right now, we're joined by another guest. His name is Robert Philpott. He's from this community, from Butler. Robert, come here and talk to us if you will. You can come a little closer.
Sure.
You stopped us here. We're here doing our show, and you stopped us, and you wanted to talk to me, and you wanted to tell me something. We just heard the mayor there of Slippery Rock talk about the other Butler rally that he had been to. You were talking to me about that rally as well. Tell me the message you wanted me to understand, because there was something different about that rally versus this rally that you noticed.
Yeah, my daughter and I went, I guess it was 4 years ago, at the Butler Airport, not even 5 miles from here. It was an awe-inspiring event. We were just like, wow. But the one thing we noticed, we walked in there, and her and I, you know, we're close. And the one thing we noticed that the airport has a lot of hangars, buildings kind of like this, but they hold planes. Every rooftop of every hangar had 3, 4, 5 guys on top of it.
Yeah.
When you say guys, snipers?
Yeah.
Law
Yes,
enforcement with long guns on top.
Long guns,
Okay.
yes, and even some of them in the sniper position, just scanning everywhere. And my daughter turned to me
To the point where you got there, you noticed them right away.
immediately. It was the first thing she said to me. She goes, "Oh my gosh, Dad, look at this." She goes, "I never felt so safe in my life." Those were her exact words.
This is 4 years ago in the rally by the airport.
Correct.
The other airport.
Right.
Okay.
So she didn't come with me this time because she's eight months pregnant, and the heat and everything else, but she really wanted to. So that was so much on our minds there that we talked about it for, I don't know, we just talked about it. We were like so awe-inspired by the, wow. First thing I did when I got here yesterday was I did a complete look around at every rooftop. And I said to myself, that's strange. I don't see one cop, sniper, nothing. I don't see anything. And I just thought, that was kind of weird.
Sure
And
is.
at what time is this when you're sort of looking around trying to see what you saw 4 years ago?
It's probably about, well, 4 years ago, we noticed it.
Today, I mean, or yesterday. What time was that when you started looking?
Probably about 2 hours before he came on stage.
Okay.
But I didn't stop looking because it's something that was in my mind because of it was so noticeable back then, but it was also just as noticeable not being that way.
Exactly.
And then did you notice, because on that barn right there, that's where the law enforcement snipers were that engaged with the alleged assassin. Did you notice them?
I did not. I noticed nobody because I scanned every roof. And I just thought it was strange because when they show the Google Maps looking down, it really doesn't give the entire picture of the area because right beyond that, there's all kinds of buildings. And that's why I looked around because...
You're saying there's a lot of high points. If somebody was on another roof and wanted to fire towards the
right across
president.
68 right here,
yeah.
There's a big sports complex has a high roof. I knew the AGR building because I know of it.
That's where the assassin was planted on top
Correct.
of.
I was going to park there because I know a lot of people coming from that, they don't know the area. And I'm thinking that would be a great place to park. It's close. It's real close. I could park right there. I'd be out quick because it's right off the main road.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So
we're going to park there, and then you decided not to.
Yeah, but I decided not to because there was so much traffic on this main road that I couldn't get to it. So I
couldn't get to it. Did you even drive by? Did you see it?
I drive by it every day.
It's easy because I drove by it as well. It's easy to walk into, essentially. Like if you were to drive over there, you could walk right into it.
Well, that's why I was going to park there because I knew that. Yeah. But I decided not to, only because the traffic was so bad that it would have taken me an hour to get to it.
Yeah.
So I just parked further down, and walked
Get to
in.
your point, buddy.
But it was the
Losing your train of
I
thought.
still can't process it. I think that's why I came back here today, because I wanted to look at the where I was at and say, how lucky are. I mean, somebody died. That's a shame, but I still can't. I mean, last night I was up all night. I don't even think I slept well, thinking. I just can't believe it. I'm just
You
still
couldn't believe
shocked.
what you saw.
I can't believe why. I mean, I think the big thing is the why. I mean, have we really come to that point? I mean, I do remember when Reagan was shot. That was that was different, but that was basically the last time. And I'm still, like, I called my daughter, I called my girlfriend, and we were in tears. We were in tears because as I'm walking away, I walked away from the gunshots. I mean, that's the first thing I did was walk away. And there were vendors with Trump supplies, probably as long as this row here. And this one guy's on the phone and he screams, "They just shot Trump. He's down." So I immediately got on my phone and called somebody. And I called my girlfriend. She's in tears going, "Trump is shot. Trump is down. Trump is..." And then I froze. I didn't know whether to go out, whether to go in. I just stayed there, and I'm like,
I think a lot of rally goers were probably just like you, Robert. They didn't know what to do, and they were in shock, and they're still in shock. I want to thank you for sharing that information, and we thank you for coming out here. And I'm sorry you had to experience that. Kate, I'm going to send it back to you in New York.
Okay, Tom, thank you. And as we continue to hear.
It's crazy. It is. They can't. I'm sure there might be a manifesto out there or something to that effect, and I don't know. It's the world is you know, a little bit crazy. You know. I don't know where to go with today's show. I don't know where to go with any of this. But FFN Network, we're going to continue to report on this, whether you like the way that we report on it or you don't like the way to report on it. And again, it's your option. It's your prerogative. If you don't want to watch, don't watch, man. Don't watch and then complain, and then watch and complain, and then watch and complain. That don't work. You know what I mean? To me, it doesn't. It works fine because that's you know, I still have an audience. But again, if you don't like the content that you're watching on the FFN network, then it is absolutely 100% your prerogative to leave and not watch us. And that's all. That's all I got for today. That's all I got for today. Terrible what happened yesterday. Terrible. That's it. It's just terrible. Again, I don't care how much you hate Trump. And let's face it, again, don't care what any of you think. And the mainstream media had a hand in this happening. Okay? You know, oh, he's Hitler. He's going to turn the country into a fucking dictatorship. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. And then the greatest one of all is Biden himself. And go out there and do your little fact checking and quoting, you know, now Trump has a bullseye on him. You know what I mean? So, and then you get some whacked out 20-year-old like this that clearly is on TikTok. I think I have something on. I'll play with you. I'll play real quick. And let's see here. I mean, I have so many issues with this situation. On the ground footage shows new angle to assassination attempt on Trump. Let's just take a peek at that. And this is just it's a new angle.
And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 years old. And you know, that's a little bit...
He's going down! Stay under here. He's on top of the roof. Don't go over there. He's on the roof, buddy.
He's dead. I just seen his hair go up. They shot him in the head. He's dead.
Holy fuck. That's insane. It is. It's just insane. Okay. Again, it's going to be a short show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just to put all of this together. Stick with us during the week because we are going to report on this, I'm sure. Politicking with Mr. B. We got another Tuesday night special of The Way We See It coming up. Talk about convention, and I'm sure to talk about this. And you got Politicking with Mr. B on Wednesday, and followed by I-12 GIA, Real Talk with Real People from 8 to 9. Again, Politicking with Mr. B from 7 to 8. And again, the rest of our shows on Thursday and Friday. The Xenophiles on Friday nights from 8 to 9:30, 8 to 9 or 9:30, depending on the topics going. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm sorry the show's short today, but there's just a lot going on. Just a lot going on. A lot to process. I mean, where do we go from here? You know, how do we stop behaving as a nation? Okay, how do we stop? Okay, with dictatorship and a Nazi and and all of these crazy things. Yeah, there's a such thing as a First Amendment. I get it. We use it here on the network too. It's our, it's part of the amendment. The amendment. It's part of the Constitution. And but there's got to be consequences for some things that are said. I mean, look, you got Johnny Depp when Trump became president. That's right, Johnny Depp. Yeah, okay. Sits there and stands there in his little venting or whatever the hell he was doing. Oh, in his statement, clear as day. His statement. When's the last time a Hollywood actor assassinated a president? You know what I mean? Right then and there. I mean, back in the 80s and so like that, the Secret Service would have been at that bastard's house right away. Right away. Okay? Wanting to know his motives or why he said what he said. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what should have happened to Mr. Johnny Depp. Okay? And the tramp there, Madonna. I thought about many times of blowing up the White House. Really? Again, Secret Service should have been on your ass and you should have been arrested, okay, for that comment. All right. And this is what happens. You get someone who's unstable, like this young man, only 20 years old, and he listens to all this shit. Like I said, there's video out there of him. I hate Republicans and I hate Trump and blah, blah, blah. And, there it is. Y'all should be proud of yourselves. You got all your bullshit out and all, your hate speech and whatever may have it about how you hate Trump so bad. And it just stuck in one crazy person's head and they decided, let's go shoot him. I'll be a hero. That's what he probably thought. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's it. Thanks for tuning into the coffee shop. Peace and love to each and every one of you out there. If you got it, give it. Be kind. And I'll see you next Sunday for hopefully a longer show. And again, we'll talk to you all soon. Peace, everybody.